I'd like to bring up a couple of matters. One is the one that I brought before to your attention. In order for us to truly balance the books for the general fund, the city of Miami will be greatly appreciative and is looking with bated breath if the trust can provide $3 million of the reserves that we have. I will pass the gavel to Christina and make a motion for $3 million to be given to the City of Miami General Fund reserves from our reserves here. I said general fund reserves, general fund. And if anybody would like to second it, then we'll be open enough for discussion. Beginning this month, this month, on October 7th. We got to do it before the end of the month, so that they can. Well, let me rephrase that. We're in August. October 1st, the year begins. We have to approve it and get it into them before we have the first meeting in September 10th, I believe it is, so that they know where we're at, because we have to approve the city's general fund budget then.
Okay, we have to, I'm just thinking out loud, what about money as we go to the hurricane we have to spend, so we haven't got these around. How much?
We've got, as a matter of fact, mechanical replacements are $239,000. The ones in the amphitheater are nearly complete, and they'll move to the Teenage Hills Pavilion. So that's $240,000 that will be expended within the next month.
That's not, well, that's supposed to be last year. Because I just speaking for myself, I don't have a problem with it. I just worry that if things will work out the way we want them to, I hope they will, that if we're one short, first of all, it would be embarrassing for us that we didn't calculate it. So what do we do just in case we run short?
Well, I don't think we're going to run that short, because if we got the numbers that I'm seeing, we still have a gap there that we're not going to run short in. We're bringing in, he remembers 30 or 40 that he said. I think it was more, but for this coming fiscal year, for that solar stuff, we got at the very minimum 300,000 coming from the new ship, and you'll have this at your next September meeting. I thought it was going to be here today, but it wasn't. And that really, in all fairness, is a lot more than 300,000. They're calculating at $1 million that we're going to get. Well, that's my protector, the roosters. They follow me, neighbor. You know what? I'm going to invite you to something that we're going to have a little advantage at the end of September. Well, I'll even send someone to pick you up and drive you.
Is it a one-way trip?
I won't do it to you just yet.
Unless you're getting one of the three days.
All right. What?
You have to hustle.
Well, look, I feel very comfortable with the research that we have and what we need to do. And this is only with the budget that we have presented. We're not including Ultra. It's another story into itself. And I purposely don't want to bring that up. Not because the commission is going to vote against it or they're going to vote for it, but because it's the appropriate way of doing it.
I'm sorry, how much do we have in reserve?
4.1.
Right, and how do we choose the number 3 million? And we just had a budget workshop, less than a month ago. We had an emergency budget workshop. And why didn't we discuss this then? I mean, I kind of feel a little blindsided that
Well,
we're discussing it now.
let me tell you why, because I didn't know just how badly the city was in need in discussions that I had with the budget director, and then that I recently had with the mayor and the assistant manager. That's the only reason. But look, we are an agency of the city of Miami, and this is City of Miami property. As long as we have sufficient dollars in reserves, and we still will, to run this responsibly, why do we need millions of dollars tucked away when our city is in need?
I don't disagree with you at all. I mean, I think it's a good thing, but I just, I would have liked to have seen this prior, or nobody prior.
I understand what you're saying, Maureen. I'm not going to say that you're not correct. I think you are correct in what you stated. The one thing, though, that the workshop that we had, by the way, Mr. Nicholas, whose idea was that on the workshop? You had a great idea. That,
I was in the hospital.
okay.
This
is excuse for everything. This is excuse for everything. But anyway, I think that it was very positive for us, all of us that came that weren't in the hospital, because we got a better feel what the budget was like and what we had in reserve, what we don't, and how we're moving forward. But having said that, it's, doesn't take away with the situation we have at the other end.
So the funds that we have in reserve, and we also just put some money, was it in the money market or whatever, municipal bonds or whatever, is that part of what we're asking that the city, that we're going to give to the city, or is it something, a separate fund?
No, these are coming from the 4.1 that we got, $3 million.
Okay.
We still are going to have additional reserves, and reserves that will be beefed up with some of the other things that we mentioned that are, definitely coming. Because the contract with the slip is a 1 year. It's not, it doesn't have to go to the city commission. It's a 1 year deal. And the solar stuff, that's been approved already. So that's going to be ongoing. And naming rights, we're in control of that. But I will say to you that the naming rights, before this fiscal year is up, we should be getting a nice check for it. Because, this is not going to take another whole year for us to get them, right? Is it? Sure. Okay, I'll make a motion. Second? Okay, that's it. It's a motion and a second. Let's still have it for discussion. Alex, you there?
No. Was it?
Alex?
No, it's
All right. All right.
Let me answer your question. If we write out a check to the city, $3 million, we have $1 million still in the bank.
Yeah.
Right. That's the easy way to say that.
All right.
The one question she asked, which I agree with, and we didn't really get answered, how did the $3 million be arrived at? How did we arrive at
Well,
that particular figure?
that's what the city needed to end up balancing the budget that they needed. And I thought that we needed at least a quarter of what we had left for our own reserves. For whatever, if something fell a little less or that. That 1.1 is really going to turn closer to 1.5. Because like I said, you're going to get at least $300,000 from the new ship, and that's going to be upfront, plus the amount that was not included in the budget that we said forgot to include. Look, little things like that we forget, right? 30, 40, 50, but that's basically it. And there are other stuff that could come, cannot come. Obviously, if Ultra is approved by the commission, you're gonna have, another $2 million there, but I'm not doing this telling you that Ultra's coming. I don't want you to think that you got another 2 million. I will tell you that I'm working on something else that, at least from what I've heard from the city attorney and the administration, started to look good. That I personally would love to see in this park because it's going to be something really neat and family oriented and millennial oriented that people are going to enjoy. And that will bring 2 to 3 million a year recurring revenue. But let's see what happens. Right now we say that it's better than a 50-50 shot at bringing it. We're still working on a few other things. But if we get naming rights, we'll be in good shape together with the boat. If the calculation for that new ship go to the $1 million, which I think it very well can, it's very realistic, because these people have made a huge investment in this ship, and their calculations is that they're going to bring in at least 15 million. So if they make the 15 million, we make $1 million out of that. And so you know what we were looking at there. We looked at it in terms of monies coming to the trust, more in tune with percentages, because otherwise docking space would cut it. And it'd be a pretty good deal. So,
Mr. Chair, if I may, I defer to Mr. Niebler on the fiscal issues, but legally, it would not be appropriate for the trust to include monies that may very well be coming from various ventures, but they're not booked now.
That's why we haven't
Right.
done it.
Right, cannot do that, cannot. And
In fact,
That's why I'm really conservative on that.
yeah. In fact, we didn't even include monies that are coming.
We need to close the whole office.
Thank you.
We need to close the
no, you have a quorum, right? You have a quorum.
Yeah.
You have a quorum. The quorum requirements for this board are a majority of the members present.
Oh,
All right?
that's why I have nice today. Go shoot a rooster.
Okay. No further discussion.
Any expenditure would, of course, have to be reflected in the budget to be
Yes.
presented.
Now, the expense side is right on, based on history.
Well, knowing Steve Niebler like I do, and the experience in the county that he's had, is why life has been made a little easier for me, that I don't have to go through this budget like I normally would, because I know that he took a lot of the waste out and included what should have been included and not included other things that should not have been included, like what you're saying. You can't have a balanced budget, certainly not by law, on income, but you haven't even approved a contract that is wishful thinking.
Correct.
Anyway, hearing no further discussion, all in favor say aye. Aye. Hear no nays. Thank you. One last thing, discussion. And